Hey, it's spooky season again.
It is. I like how you did that as if we hadn't just done some part of an intro and then you decided to circumcise an intro right in there.
Was it really circumcising?
Yeah, it was like the opposite of circumcising. How do you add the foreskin back?
Penis enlargers, right?
Sure. Swedish penis enlargers.
That reminds me. Since anybody's new to this podcast, allow myself to introduce myself. Is that how I'm supposed to do it?
Yes, but then you have to tell them who number 2 works for.
I'm number 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Spooky season, right?
Yeah.
Did you buy all your candy yet?
No.
Well,
it's not good to give kids diabetes.
Why not? That's like my favorite costume to go as on Halloween.
Diabetes?
Yes. It's like you just wear a donut costume with a Roseanne Barr pin.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I got that. So, like, since it's spooky time, spooky season, you got any quick little? Do you ever have like anything crazy happen, like when you went trick or treating when you were younger?
No. I hate Halloween.
What?
So, yeah.
Well, there goes our last 2 people who are listening to us.
No, that's not true.
Why
I
not?
heard one of them also hates Halloween.
Okay.
No, I'm not crazy about it.
Is it the scary thing?
No, I'm a realist. And so
Halloween
when you're a kid and you wear a stupid mask with a rubber band on the back of it, you're like, yeah, I look exactly like Superman. And then you get old and you're like, this looks like shit.
Wait a minute. Wait.
It stops being fun.
You know they give candy out, right?
Yeah. You know that candy causes diabetes, right?
Yeah.
You know, my great-grandfather died from diabetes, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of blame you. All right. Well, then I'll go with a quick little spooky story. I don't even know it's spooky, but Halloween, I don't know. I was like 9, 10, something like that. Literally went up to a door. You know, there's usually like a line of kids sometimes if it's a real popular house. And like the 2 or 3 kids in front of us, like one of them was like, oh, trick or treat. And they turned around and went to their parents. And then like the next couple that were in front of me, they're all trick or treat. And they're like, oh, you're so cute. Come on in. And they got their treats and they went into the door. And then it got to my turn. And I was just like, because I saw the last 3 people enter the house, they were like, I was all trick or treat. They're all, hey, come on in. And they gave me my treat. And I just walked blindly into some stranger's house, started milling around. And then I turned around and I looked and I could see that the door open still. And my dad was out there and he was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, and I just started running for the door. Like, you know, in the movies when like they like zoom in and they make stuff like go far away, even though they're zooming in on it. It was like that. The door like got farther away from me as I was running towards it because I just immediately panicked. I was like, I'm going to be killed. I'm going to be raped.
And this was in Kingman?
I didn't even know what raped was.
And is this how you got addicted to meth? Because you ended up in a meth den?
Yes. No, it's how I lost my first tooth.
And your virginity, which is weird that it happened at the same time.
Yeah, because someone put a little piece of meth in my Snickers doodle and messed me up. So are you scared now? Did I set the tone? For our spooky episode?
Sure.
Okay. I'm Spooktacular Dan.
Yes, he is. Thank you and good night.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
you like Blueberry Matt?
I'm Monster Matt.
Oh, I guess that kind of works.
I'm a graveyard scat. I don't
know. You are a graveyard scat. You want to scat us into this episode?
Skibbity bop boopity bop boo boo.
Thank you very much for that auto-do. Because, I mean, one of us tends to ramble on a bit.
That's true, you do.
What?
One of us also tends to do really terrible impersonations.
What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Oh, ho, ho. You hear that? Was that spooky?
Is that like an ancient Chinese proverb?
No, that reminds me of our first word we're gonna do.
What's the first word we're gonna do?
You couldn't tell by that. Ho, ho, ho.
Santa Claus.
Spooky Santa Claus. It's a skookum. How do you not know the term skookum? Skookum. Come. It's an Alaskan Pacific Northwest term, dude.
Did I live in Alaska or the Pacific Northwest?
No, but you're supposed to be an expert on ghosts, demons, and spirits. You promised me that when you signed up for this podcast.
No, I'm not the one that went to a high school that was haunted. You did.
All right. Do you ever use spookum? Skookum. I don't even know the word. I can't even say the word right.
Awesome. You were worried about whether I knew the word, and you can't even say the word right.
Hey, at least I'm bringing a word to the table. I'm trick or treating this for our listeners here.
You're trick or treating it. That's what you're doing.
Yes.
Is this the trick part of it then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
The treat is my lovely voice. Turn it on up. Turn it up.
No, I've never heard the term skookum or skookum or cookum or snickerdoodle, whatever it is.
I don't know if it gets used a lot. Apparently in Alaska, it's all the rage.
It probably doesn't get used a ton because it's from the Chinook dialect. Apparently, yes.
Chinooks?
No, Chinook, like the tribe.
Oh, I never could do Chinooks.
Not the tribe called Quest. That would be Quest. This is Chinook. They're the tribe called Chinook.
All right. What do you got? You got a word?
You didn't even go into it.
Yeah.
Can I get something?
I guess
this is going to be our episode. You're going to say a word and be like, it's from here. Great. Next.
That's all they have on there for this one. All right. So skookum is actually supposed to be an adjective that means strong, powerful, or good. I don't know why you would be naming a ghost or a demon good. Maybe it's a good demon.
So if you go into Urban Dictionary, it doesn't say shit about ghosts. Ready?
Let's hear it. Is it racist?
So first one is yes. First one is well built, robust, and durable, especially used to describe power tools. The term gained popularity in industrial circles from a YouTube channel called AVE, which looks like it's A versus E because the V is small and the A and the E are big. Whatever. Yeah. Second one.
This is for skookum, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Second one comes from the Native American Salish or Chinook for great, large, or frightening.
Hey, that's you.
I'm all three of those things. It says or. Oh no, it doesn't say or. So maybe it is me.
I'm just talking about your beard.
Third definition, another. Actually, it says another word for the slang phrase tight or something solid or genuinely cool.
Okay. That doesn't sound very scary, dude.
No. Fourth one, also not scary, means good luck. American Indian in origin. Maybe this isn't Chinook. Maybe it's a different tribe. I don't know why ghosts would be good luck. There's a town of Skookum near Aberdeen in Washington State in the Pacific Northwest. Also a logging company and a Skookum log yarder. I don't know what that means. Used frequently by loggers to describe anything done well. The next one's an intensely complicated sex move. I won't get into that one.
Thank you.
It's apparently also a breed of cat. It's a handsome and good-looking man.
Oh,
and
skookum.
No, it says Keenan is so skookum. It actually says that. Not my last name, but it's the fake last name that everybody thinks is mine. So I'm going to go with it.
Keenan?
Yep.
Is there an Ivory and a Wayans in there?
There might be.
All right. Okay. So you pretty much ruined that word for me. It's not scary at all.
Nope.
It's actually kind of classy. Okay. You can't. I know this one's scary. You can't. There's a horror scary book named after this one. It's one of my favorite words. Tommy Knocker.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy Knocker. More than just a Stephen King novel. Tommy Knocker has been used in the West since at least the early 20th century. And it means a ghost that lives in the mine. So all those miners that used to hear the little things before a cave-in would happen, like a click or like a banging or something, they called them Tommy Knockers. And usually you would hear that before cave-in would happen. That's the old wives' tale about them.
This is the ghost in the mine, not the ghost in the shell.
Sure, there could be shells in there.
Oh, okay. What kind of shells?
Walnut, pistachio, Ralph Macchio's. Right? Those are. That's a nut, right? Brazil nuts, which is basically just a nut, right?
Yeah, but it's good for you.
Well, what does the UD got for Tommy Knocker?
I don't know, but I bet you it doesn't have anything to do with ghosts.
There's gonna be a lot of ball jokes coming up. All right, listeners, get your ABC connection jokes ready.
This one could possibly lead to ghosts. Miners who have been trapped in cave-ins and pound on the rocks for rescue. It is believed that the ghosts of these miners go on knocking in the mine shafts long after the victims have died. That was the first one. So this, at least out of the 2 words we've done so far, applies to ghosts.
It's scary as hell, dude. I kind of got goosebumps right now. But I always have goosebumps. That was
in Stephen King's same name novel. It refers to humans transformed into gizmo building alien slaves.
Yeah, they're aliens in the book. Actually, I think they did a TV series on it too.
He's one of the more successful DJ producers of the hardcore gabber scene in Europe.
Is he scary? Does he wear masks and shit?
I don't know.
You know, just to go to the site here, I've heard we should wear
British slang for
here you go.
For a download site.
What? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're at a download site. It has a nickname called Tommy Knockers?
Apparently. Reggie went to a Tommy Knocker to get some basic software for his PC. That was the...
Does it come with a box of Kleenex? That's all I need.
A term in which is used to name a homosexual, being that Tommy is a fairly generic name. You can knock a Tommy.
A Nakatomi. That's the Nakatomi's the building that that John McClane was living.
Wrong holiday. That's Christmas.
Close. It's pretty close. I don't know if you go to the stores, it's already Christmas and Halloween hasn't even hit yet.
This is very confusing. Ooh, here you go. Tommy Knockers. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Male breasts. Man boobs, often covered with hair, floppy, allowing the dude to easily pass the pencil test. Decidedly unattractive.
I have to admit, I did see that one before. I mean, I haven't seen him in person, but I saw the definition.
At least the first definition actually applied to what you were saying.
Yeah. I'm giving a shout out to Stephen King because it's our spooky episode. Who's more spooky than that son of a bitch?
Vincent Price.
No, but he's dead. Stephen King got ran over by a van.
You didn't say who's alive and more spooky than that guy. You said who's more spooky than that guy. Vincent Price.
Carrot Top.
Axl Rose anymore? That guy's terrifying.
No, I still think Carrot Top's got him beat. You've seen him lately,
David
right?
Lee Roth?
Oh, yeah. All right, but I love Stephen King. He's like, I've always loved his books, and
I don't, but I hate terrifying things. Now, Michael Crichton, I can get behind.
I liked Michael Crichton too. Little too dumb for me though.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but you don't like scary things, right?
No.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I should be hosting this with somebody else who likes scary things.
Okay. Tell me how it goes for you.
How does a ghost do what?
No, tell me how it goes for you when you shit clown. You are a shit clown.
I'm a clown of shit. Mm-hmm. All right, let me bring the AI in. Hang on. My name's Matthew. I am smart. Blah 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 blah.
That sounds like me. The details were at least accurate.
I really nailed that blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
Almost choked on my own tongue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you got for a scary thing? Because we're going through these pretty quick this time.
Haunt, which feels like it should need no explanation, but I'll go through it anyway. Did we tell them where we got all this information?
The World Wide Web.
So shout out to Mental Floss for putting this list of things together that, according to Urban Dictionary, may or may not apply. So haunt is the next one. In the South and South Midland states, a haunt or hant, that sounds so stupid, is a ghost or spirit. Mm-hmm. The earliest definitions of haunt weren't ghostly at all, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, the OED, not to be confused with the SJV.
SJV, one of the best R&B bands from the 90s.
That was SWV.
Oh, close.
The word originated in the 13th century to mean to practice habitually or to frequent a place, which, as a drinker, I know that I've used haunt in that way. Around 1576, it gained the figurative meaning of memories, cares, feelings, thoughts, etc., or basically anything you throw at the internet after a shooting at a school.
Yikes.
That distract one frequently. In 1597, the term wandered into the supernatural from Richard III. I know the guy that wrote that. His name's Bill.
Dick 3?
Yeah. Some haunted by the ghosts they have deposed. Almost 300 years later, it finally came to refer to a spirit or ghost. So I'm going to extrapolate. If Shakespeare apparently came up with this version of this word.
Okay.
And it says some haunted by the ghosts they have deposed. And the previous definition was to practice habitually or to frequent a place. Basically, it makes it sound like something that's sticking around, right?
Yeah. Like that kernel that gets stuck in a bag.
His way of changing that definition was to apply that sticking around to something spiritual.
Okay.
And now you have ghosts.
I almost think we could spin this and maybe start, instead of using ghosted, which we've done before, about being left on red and, all that stuff. Maybe we could apply haunt to that.
I think this is different. And let me explain that further by saying I think ghosted is used wrong.
Mm-hmm. Well, then we'll use this wrong and we'll spell it wrong. We'll take the U out and we'll put a W in there.
I think haunted should be the description of the person. So girl goes out to the clubs. She meets a dude. He asks for a number. She doesn't want to give him his number or her number, but she does anyway. Yeah. And then he doesn't wait the requisite 3 days and starts texting. And then she realizes that he's annoying. So she stops texting back, but then he keeps texting. And so it's a whole series of white bubbles. I think that's haunting.
I was thinking though too. So on Urban Dictionary, it's pretty close to what it is. A haunt is a favorite hangout. That's kind of what you were mentioning. Mm-hmm. So are we going to the usual haunt tonight? Nah, man, I've started to hate that nasty dive. Let's go somewhere more high class. That's about all we're going to get for haunt on here. A good looking girl.
That's an interesting one. Why?
Let me find that real quick. This is from Cabs. CABBS.
Cabs.
Cabs. A good looking girl, at least 18 years old, thankfully. So that would be a woman, right? All right. Originated in the southwest of Ireland. International. That girl over there is some haunt. She's haunty out. That make no sense. That's all we're getting.
That is terrible.
I've used haunt before, but I would have used it in a term that's not the greatest. It'd been like, that Taco Bell haunted me.
Oh, yeah, but that's because you routinely get a case of the dirty squirts.
No, hot snakes.
Oh. What happens if you get those while on a flight?
That's what it feels like when it's coming out.
Hot snakes on a plane?
Yep. Hot snakes on a plane, hot snakes on a train, hot snakes in Spain, which we've all had. I don't know. So we already, so that means basically we've used haunt before, but you've kind of used it in the way that they said it would be used for.
The more original meaning, yeah.
Yeah. And I just use it because I'm a dirty, dirty human being.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Nailed that.
Yeah, we covered it. Next one sounds like it's language that you may hear in pornography or something.
Uh-oh.
Hot hant and hot steam. No, hot steam.
That was easy.
You might run into a hot hant or a hot steam in the lower Mississippi Valley, which is why this sounds backwards, and southern Alabama. In Ben Berman's 1938 book, Blow for a Landing. See, I'm telling you, it sounds like porn. Hot hants are hot because they've gone to hell. In To Kill a Mockingbird, a hot steam is described as somebody who can't get to heaven, just wallows around on lonesome roads. And if you walk through them, when you die, you'll be one too.
But
that sounds like neither heaven nor hell. It sounds like they're living in purgatory, which thank you, Catholicism, for giving us a third reality after we die.
Which is basically Jacksonville, Florida, right?
That might be a little worse than purgatory. That's probably between purgatory and hell.
Okay, gotcha. So anywhere in West Virginia.
The Jags.
I mean, I've never even heard that hot hand and hot steam. Like,
well, and we both hate reading, so the fact that these terms are both from fairly well, at least one popular book, and then also blow for a landing.
Well,
blow for a landing sounds like a dirty novel about a American Airlines pilot.
Blow for a landing, isn't that the Jeffrey Epstein plane?
Oh yeah. So which one is
blows?
Which one's baby oil for a landing? Too soon.
Yeah. No, it's pretty current, dude.
No, good.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything more scary right now in the world than this episode and the P. Diddy tapes. Right?
Those tapes might be slightly more terrifying.
All right. Tomato.
Are you reading the next one?
I was going to jump around. I was going to just jump to one of my favorite words.
You were going to jump around? You're going to jump up and get down?
Mm-hmm. You know me.
That's OPP, different song. I
know, but I'm doing a remix.
I don't know that you know how to remix.
What? All right, this is one. Not only is this a scary word, it's one of my favorite words. It's actually your nickname, Booger.
No, that's not my nickname, but it is the nickname that I've given to both of my golden retrievers.
That is true. I could validate that, people.
But I'm okay with that.
No, I got it mixed up. We call you Boner, not Booger. That's right. Close.
As long as you don't finish that statement with "you are what you eat," we are fine.
Close, but no cigar. What was that? Booger. Careful if someone from the South or South Midland states tells that you have a booger. They could mean something more frightening than a piece of snot. That's some pretty intelligent writing right there.
Why? Because snot's a liquid, so by definition, you can't have a piece of it.
Mm-hmm. What? Yeah. But is snot still snot when it dries? Or is that as one of the booger?
That's when it becomes a booger.
So snot is wet.
I don't know what the product is called when it's between states, because you know how you get those sometimes where like it's almost like slime, because it's like sticky but viscous. Weird. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I have some nasal problems. I don't know.
Could be. By the way, you got a bat in a cave. You might want to handle that right now.
Oh, good.
The word originated in the 1750s. That's a hell of a flashback. And it meant for a despicable man. It came to mean menacing supernatural creatures in the 1820s. And dried nasal mucus in 1891. Now, is that legit? Like, can they just track this back to the first time someone said, "Hey, let's call that a booger in your nose"?
Yeah, probably, because it happened in 1891. Apparently. Do you think that they started calling those things boogers because they were like the ghosts of a sneeze? It's also one of the characters in Revenge of the Nerds, isn't it?
Booger? Oh, it is. If dried nasal mucus originated in 1891.
Dried nasal music, new band name.
Shit. I'm off my game. I should have had that in the lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't booger just another word for Klingon? So was Klingon originated in like 1962 whenever they thought up Star Trek? Oh no, Klingon's when it sticks to your butt, right? That's poop.
I don't know. You're using words I don't know. Well, except for the Star Trek version.
You know Klingon.
Also, if Klingon means poop, I think we should stop talking about the word Klingon, because I don't know if you notice that most Klingons have a certain skin tone.
What color would that be?
Which means that whatever the David Attenborough or whatever the fuck his name is that wrote Star Trek, that's not his name. He's the guy that does all the nature film. Not the point. Which means he was both gross and a racist.
True. All right. Tell the listeners about booger, dude.
Most of it is snot related stuff.
Yep.
The fourth definition is sick, nasty stuff that comes out of your nostrils, sometimes white, but mostly green. Sometimes shoots out of your nose and hits something otherwise known as a snot rocket.
I thought that was called cocaine.
No, different.
I thought that was California snow.
A film character popularized by the 80s movie series Nerds, most notably remembered for wearing shirts that said, "Give me head till I'm dead," and occasionally saying, "What the fuck?"
You don't know what California snow is?
I mean, we have snow in California, so no, I don't. I know what Miami snow is.
It's cocaine, dude.
Yeah, Miami snow.
California snow. Miami. Dude, West Coast, dude. West Coast. Are we drawing lines in the sand right now?
Yeah.
All right. How is booger slang for diamonds? Because if I'm going to start using that all the time.
Yo, your boogers are reckless.
Oh my God. Like how many carats is that booger?
Getting sex, 1980s definition. I'm getting me some booger tonight. Ugh. That's in here.
That doesn't even sound appealing at all.
A word to describe the vagina.
See, booger's getting really scary. Sorry about that, listeners. But we said we'd bring in the heat.
Term for cocaine and its next day after effects. Oops.
Booger?
Yep. Used to call the person you're head over heels for. That's probably why I call the dogs boogers.
Okay. I could see that. I'm thinking we're coming to the tail end of maybe this episode. We've done a handful of words, but I know you're saving the best one for last. So listeners, get ready as my co-host scares the pants off of you. Well, hopefully most of our listeners already have their pants off, but you know what I mean.
No, hopefully you don't.
So what do you got? This better be
based on that terrible description. I think I should do hide behind, but I'm not going to do that. So we're going to go with catawampus.
Okay.
Which I thought just meant it was off kilter.
Really?
But I think that's also cattywampus and not catawampus. Anyways, a word for an imaginary monster or hobgoblin in the South and South Midland states. Catawampus also means fierce, unsparing, destructive, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, and originated as a humorous formation, the first part of which might have been influenced by catamount, a puma, or cougar.
What? So this is just some 40-year-old lady who's trying to pick up like an 18-year-old boy?
Yes, but in a very spooky way.
I thought that was a vagenda.
Puma. Puma. That's how Principal Skinner pronounces puma.
I pronounce it Amo.
Because the puma is the mascot of Springfield Elementary School.
Puma. I have a feeling this one isn't in Urban Dictionary.
You don't think catawampus is in Urban Dictionary?
I'm going to catawampus the hell out of this episode. I'll tell you that right now. Did that work? Did we making that slang? No.
Nope.
Okay.
That sure did not work.
How about on catawampus? That's pretty good.
Is that like on fleek?
It's like on cap, dude. I'm telling the truth. On catawampus.
I don't like it.
He hates everything. He won't eat it.
Is that what it says in Urban Dictionary?
No, I have.
Or were you trying to get me to say, Mikey, he likes it?
He won't eat it. A wild creature that lives in the forest and eats children. It lives near.
I didn't know there was a word for you.
It lives near people who camp and is like Bigfoot but bigger and has a temper.
It's like Bigfoot but bigger and less footy.
Okay, no, you are catawampus. Here we go. A verb used to describe someone who walks strangely. You nail that every time we're out.
I mean, that's just usually because I've been riding a horse.
A synonym for a big ruckus or chaos. I don't mind that one. I kind of like that. I don't know if I would try to stutter over the whole word of catawampus to say that.
Yeah, but like give me an example of a big ruckus or chaos.
Ooh, and we cannot talk about the last definition on there.
Because ruckus and chaos are not nouns, so I don't know how you have a big one of them.
Chaos with a K?
Oh, fair. That's a proper noun, though.
Well, I'll tell you what. I am filled with goosebumps because This episode really terrified me how well it went.
In hindsight, you know what word we should have done? Goosebumps. Finally.
All right. So, did I scare you this episode, man?
To be honest, you scare me every episode.
I didn't even do very many accents this episode. That's usually what terrifies
Probably
me.
best.
Should we fade out on a scary, spooky accents?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Little girls and little boys.
Donald Trump doesn't sound anything like that.
That was Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, Pee Wee Herman also does not sound anything like that.
Not anymore. Guy's dead. You killed him.
Is he dead?
In our first episode, yeah. He was one of the first ones we took out. Paul Rubens.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, nice.
Yeah. I think our spooky episode should end with death. I think we nailed that.
Sure. Or how many words did we do this episode? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words.
No. Dude, we've already done this. You don't do his thing right. It's 1, 2.
That's not what he sounds like. If you never watched Sesame Street, this is a weird moment for me. Like,
I wasn't Santa Claus.
I know that we were confused as to whether or not you had watched Sesame Street because you couldn't say Snuffleupagus.
No one says that. Only nerds do.
Oh, nerds is in the people that watch the show and know the name of the character?
No one knows that. You're the one that taught me that Big Bird was Jewish.
Well, I mean, sometimes you need to look at the penis.
It explains the beak, right?
Yeah.
So I can finish it. I'll finish this with my Elmo.
Wow.
Pretty good, right?
No, it's not.
This is hang out with your sling out. Trick or treat, everybody.
You sound like... Did you ever watch Rick and Morty?
Sure. I mean, sure.
Yeah, the blue guys that multiply.
Aren't those gremlins? They're green and brown.
So you don't watch Rick and Morty? You can just say you don't watch Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It doesn't make you cool or not cool if you haven't watched it.
I'm not cool. Trust me on that.
No, I know. That's what I mean. It doesn't make you cool or not cool if you haven't watched it because you're not cool. Shit. It is what it is.
Scares me a little bit. Okay, top 3 things that have ever haunted you or me. Taco Bell. I had a really bad jalapeno burger from Carl's Jr. And I think Thelma and Louise.
That's good. Michael Jackson's Thriller video.
That's for real, though. That really did haunt you.
Yeah, still does. No, it doesn't. Now I enjoy it, but it messed me up pretty good. McDonald's breakfasts. Oh. Man, if there is one way to the dirty squirts, it is McDonald's breakfast.
Hot snakes.
Yeah, and what would the third thing be? Biting that kid. I'm pretty sure biting that kid when I was playing kickball is the reason that sometimes I don't get the jobs I want.
You should look that kid up because do you think he's
I don't remember his name.
But all you gotta do you think
you can't look up a kid by weird finger size?
Do you think he's like a weird version of you now? Like, so he's like a werewolf?
Wouldn't it be funny if his name was Elon Musk?
I know he can't grow a beard. But wouldn't that be cool if you just looked in the mirror and you were just like, it's like Teen Wolf or some shit? You just spreaded your own disease?
Yeah.
No, it'd be scary if there was 2 Matts in this world.
It would be scary. Scary, fantastic.
Scary, good. All right. Anyways, that was scary.
Anyways.
Oh, shit, that kind of scared me, dude.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Thanks.
Why'd you sound like Dr. Claw, dude?
Oh, I do a mean Dr. Claw.
You do a mean Dr. Claw.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else have any scary impressions or impersonations? Impersonations or any scary stories? Let's hear them.
I want to hear the scary impressions.
That's just like when you like plant your face in like snow or something, right?
Plant your face in yellow snow.
I'm Spooky Dan.
I'm still Monster Matt because I don't want to come up with another one.
I thought it was Mattress Matt. Yeah, it's Monster Matt.
It was a great. I'm not going to do it again.
Do it. Zoinks.
They did the Matt. They did the Monster Matt.
The Monster Matt. The Monster Mash. That sounded right?
Are you trying to say that being online gives me more of a lisp?
No, it's just your lips. It's just your lips.
This interview is over.
As always. All right. Trick or treat, mofos.
Have a good my feet.
Have a safe holiday, slangers. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Later, slangers. As always, tell your friends about us, but say nice things.
About feet, because we really like feet.
Yeah. Wait, what?
What?
You really need to work on your microphone. I'm really digging this brand placement. Thank you, Shure Microphones, for... Oh, you can see it at the bottom of yours if you turn it.
Yeah, you can see that mine is better. This one doesn't have it written anywhere.
Mine has it on both sides, so it wouldn't matter which way I set this up. I would still look rad.
I'll just put a Trojan on the end of this.
A Trojan?
Yeah.
Like condom?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sock puppet, dude.
Sock Puppet, also a good name for a band. Probably already a name for a band, let's be honest.
Yeah, we already took it. Why did Siri activate when I said Sock Puppet?
She knows what's up.
She does. Goddamn search history.